Welcome to Slay the Spire. The focus of this video is for players who have never really played the second character, the green character, Silent, or maybe played once or twice, but want to see, starting from Act 1 at the very beginning, working our way up to the Act 1 boss and then beating it. So we'll talk a little bit about that character. We'll discuss maybe the cards that we're going to choose as we go through this run and how to best navigate that. We're going to be using this introduction profile here, so no points or no time is being spent. For setting, just want to make sure long press confirmations is created. So you can see here currently the second player is locked, but we're going to go ahead and load up the first character, and we're just going to start a battle, and then we're going to abandon the run, and this will unlock the character here. So if all you've played is the ironclad character, the red character, there's a pretty huge difference in the way that these characters work. So the ironclad has 80 hit points, the silent, she only has 70. And the Ironclad will heal himself for 6 hit points at the end of every combat. Silent does not have that ability. Instead, you get to draw 2 additional cards at the start of each combat. Note that's at the start of each combat, not each turn. So you'll start with 7 cards for your first turn and then 5 going forward. So this character is a lot more squishy than the red character, so you have to keep that in mind. You can't just take damage indiscriminately like you can with the red character. There are 2 main ways to play Silent. One is focused on poison, the other is focused on shivs. And you kind of want to try to maximize one style or the other because there's a lot of relics and a lot of cards that prioritize one of those playing styles. So, I mean, you can win with a balance of both, but focusing on one and having all your cards and gear and everything try to support a specific style is going to do you a little bit better in the long run. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. So we get to choose a reward, and we're going to go ahead and pick this one here. Enemies in our next 3 combats have 1 hit point. And the reason being is we're hoping to try to get to an elite without fighting 3 times. So if you see here, if I start in this one, I can take the question mark and then the merchant, 2 question marks, a campfire, and then another question mark to get to an elite. So that it's possible that I might be able to get to an elite without having to battle 3 times. And if I do, then that elite will be really easy to kill because it'll only have 1 hit point. Let's go ahead and select this one here. Very quickly, this is going to be an easy fight because the enemies only have 1 hit point. Let's take a look at our cards. We have 5 strikes and 5 defenses. These are the same as the red character. Then we have a survivor card, which is a good block card, and this neutralize, which will apply weak and deal 3 points of damage. We're just going to go ahead and kill these guys real quick. Nothing really interesting going on here. Let's take a look at our options. So this card here, we can gain energy if it's discarded, and there are lots of ways to discard cards in this particular deck. I don't have any except for the one survivor card. I don't want to rely on that right now. I'm going to go ahead and skip these cards because I really want to kind of figure out, am I focusing on poison or am I going to be focusing on shivs? Let's see what this random event is. Okay, Golden Idol. Well, we're at max health. That means we're going to get more gold going forward, and potentially we can use this idol in later events. I don't want to take the cursed card, so we're going to take the 17 points of damage. That hurts, but that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and see the merchant here. We have 114 gold. Let's see what our options are. Okay, so we have a poison card and malaise, which can actually be really, really, really nice. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this poison card and say, okay, let's see if we can build a deck around poison. Hopefully we'll get some other cards that support. So now I have to decide, do I try to take the question marks up? I've had one battle so far, which means that as long as I don't have 2 battles from those 3 question marks, then it'll work. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, do I get more campfires if I go the other way? 1, 2, 3, 1. No, we'll go this way. Okay, good. No battle. Excellent. So we just had our merchant, and we don't have another merchant on this run, so I'm not going to go ahead and put a bad card in my hand when I don't have any easy way to get rid of it. So let's go ahead and take this next question mark. It's a battle. Okay. Well, he'll be easy to kill because he only has 1 health. So, very good. And let's see here. Again, Caltrops is actually going to be nice with a poison deck, because when you play poison, you want to play really defensively, let the poison do the work, and you have a lot of defense. And the Caltrops means that they take damage every time they attack you. So we're going to go ahead and take this card. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Noxious Fumes. And so hopefully no battle. No battle, no battle, no battle. Okay. So I really don't want to get this here. The problem is, if I play this, I'm going to get a relic that will help give me immunity and not let them from vulnerable. Let's go ahead and do that. And so I'll be able to kill all these guys here. Unfortunately, it means that the elite is going to be a lot harder. So we'll see how this goes here. So I'm going to get a relic to this odd mushroom. So when I'm vulnerable, I only take 25% extra damage instead of 50. Get a Blessing of the Forge. Give us a good card. Okay. So poison. We're going to go and take this Crippling God card. And okay, so now I have to decide, do I want to do this elite and then 2 campfires? Or do I want to go this way and no elite? I can avoid the elite, but I only get 1 campfire. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and fight this guy, because getting the 2 campfires will be much better for us. And if we can kill this elite with even a little bit of health left, we should be okay. Okay. Well, these guys are a pain to deal with when it comes to poison, at least for the first turn. But we want to get poison applied right away. Let's go ahead and we're going to want to kill one of these guys faster than the other. We're going to want to kill this guy first. So I'm going to play this Neutralize. It'll do 3 damage, but it's also going to apply the weak that's going to get negated here. So that means that he will get poisoned this turn. Finally, I don't want to play Crippling Cloud until my Noxious Fumes go into effect. So we will go ahead and play the Survivor. We'll get rid of a Strike. And I'm going to take 1 point of damage, but I want to deal 6 to this guy here. Okay. So noxious fumes is going to come into effect. It won't hurt the first two guys, but the last guy will start getting poisoned. But then going forward, they will get hurt. Okay, we'll do our caltrops here. So that way I'll start doing damage to them. They're going to be putting all these dazed into my draw hand. So at least with the caltrops, I'm guaranteed to always be able to do damage. That, on top of the poison, will help. Let's go ahead and block here, and we'll go ahead and defend. So we're going to take 8 more points of damage. But you can see, like with this build, with the poison doing work and with caltrops doing work, we just want to be able to defend. So let's go ahead and get rid of a strike. I'm going to take 1 more point of damage, but it's worth it in order to really start whittling down these guys here. So the guy at the end, he's going to die next turn, even if I don't touch him, because he's going to take 7 poison damage. So, and then when he attacks me, he's going to die from the caltrops there. So we're gonna do 5 block here, but actually I do want to kill him because I'd rather not take the 9 points of damage. So he'll die. So I'm going to take 4 points of damage here from the guy in front. Ideally, we'll get our crippling cloud on this turn. Will be a lot more poison and damage, and it's going to weaken them, so they're going to attack me for less. So there we go. I'll take 1 point of damage, but I've essentially won this fight. They're only going to last for 2 more turns. And good, I got my defense here. So let's go ahead and... Okay. There we have it. I took some damage, but not too bad. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. So this is kind of unfortunate because I don't really have any good attacks. Guess I'm hoping it'll be a neutralize and a strike. But, okay, neutralize and strike. That's the best I could have hoped for. So we want to play a defensive style with our poison. Footwork is great for it because it makes all of your defensive cards defend 2 more. If you upgrade, it'll be 3 more. So that's what we're going to go. We're going to play with the footwork. Let's go ahead and... So Sundial, every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. So this is basically saying, hey, try to have a small deck. So that way you can shuffle through your deck more. Okay, let's see here if we have some good luck or not. Yes, we do. Nice. So at the start of boss combats, heal 25 health. This is really big for this character. It means that potentially I don't have to waste the campfire healing because this pantograph will do it for me. Once you get the relic, you don't want to search anymore, so we're going to leave. Okay, let's do our next fight. These 2 guys here, and one's attacking, so we're going to play neutralize here just so he does a little bit less damage. We're going to do our footwork to gain 2 dexterity. So now you can see the block there is for 7. We're going to apply poison, and let's just go ahead and defend. I really don't want to take any more damage here. So let's see, caltrops, crippling. So let's go ahead. If I play this guy here and then play the 4 poisons here, 7, that will not quite be enough to kill him, but it's going to weaken. Trying to decide here. 4, yeah. So gonna take a little bit of damage here, unfortunately. But not too bad. Okay, so he's gonna die on this turn. I'm just gonna go ahead and end my turn. Poison will kill him. And we'll move on. Okay, yay. Well-laid plans. One of my favorite cards, actually, in the game. This will allow you to keep a card instead of discarding it, so that way you can play it next turn. And if you upgrade it, you can retain up to 2 cards. So that is excellent. Hopefully we will get a nice... okay. So, upgrade 2 random cards, lose 14 health. This is tough, because we have a lot of bad cards in our hand. All these strikes and defends. And the odds are that it's going to upgrade one of these. It may be fantastic if it upgraded Well-Laid Plans and Crippling God, or Well-Laid Plans and Footwork. But with our luck, it'll hurt. But let's go ahead and do it anyway. Let's see what happens. Well, we got a Footwork. Okay, not too bad. So we've got 21 health. So now we're going to go ahead and do our fire. I'm not going to rest. I think I can beat this next guy without taking 21 points of damage. And don't forget that because of this relic here, we're going to get 25 health back when we fight the boss. So let's go ahead and upgrade Well-Laid Plans. This is really going to help us a lot in the future. Okay. So, the guy's going to hit us for 12 points of damage. Let's go ahead and play our Well-Laid Plan, and then we're going to block twice. Okay, so we're going to take 2 points of damage this turn, but now we can keep cards. So let's take Noxious Fumes and a Defend, and we'll keep that in our hand for next turn. Alright, so... let's play this Noxious Fumes to get that going. Let's play a Defend. And now I have to decide, do I want to play Caltrops to do 3 points of damage, or do I want to defend once again? We're going to go ahead and play this Caltrops. So I'm going to take 2 more points of damage. And we'll retain this Strike and this Defend for next turn. So he weakened us, but we're not really playing attack cards, so it doesn't really hurt us all that bad. So let's play this Neutralize. Let's play this Footwork. I really want to play this Crippling God here. Let's go ahead and play this Footwork, so that way we'll be able to block his thing with here with Survivor, and then we'll get rid of this Defend. I can't play the Crippling God, but I'll go ahead and I'll play this Strike. And we'll keep both Defend and a Crippling God for next turn. So ideally we can play the Crippling God next turn. Let's see here if we get a good defense card. Yeah, I don't want to take any more damage at this point from this character. I'm slowly kind of whittling him away. So we'll just hit him for 9 points of damage, and again we're going to keep Crippling God, and we'll keep this upgraded Strike. But with our Caltrops and our Poison, even though we're just defending, we still are whittling him away. And now, he's only going to hit me for 5. I can now play my Crippling God, and he's going to die because he's going to take tons of poison damage. Okay. So I took 4 points of damage, I think. Gambler's Brew. So we don't have a bunch of attack cards. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy, and we'll take the Gambler's Brew instead. Okay, Reflex. Again, we don't have a lot of things are discarding. Let's go ahead and take this defensive card. It ends up being a decent card. And now we have to decide, we're going to get 25 health back. So if we do that, we're going to have 32 going into the boss. Can we beat the boss with 32 health? I say we can, because again, if you beat the boss, then you get all your health back for the Act 2 boss. So let's go ahead and do Crippling God. This is really going to do a lot of damage to this guy here. It's going to help us stack up our poison really quickly. So, yay. What we're going to do is we're going to... Actually, we're not going to neutralize. We're going to play Well-Laid Plans. We're going to play Crippling God. Okay. And then we're going to keep neutralized to use for next turn. Along with a strike. So he's weakened. He's going to continue to be weakened with that. And then, let's see here. Can I get enough damage? I need to do a total of 17. Yeah. So, if I do that, and that, and one more attack, and he will turtle up before he hits us for those 24 points of damage. And we'll keep the dodge and roll and a defend. So when you play with poison, you really, like, as long as you understand what your opponent is, you really can just kind of play a really defensive game. So we're going to do footwork here, and then we're going to play this one survivor, so that way I'm fine with the health, and then we're going to play the noxious fumes so we can get poison started. We're going to end our turn, and we'll take dodge and roll and caltrops into our hand for next time. Okay, so he's got this basically sharp hide where he'll hit us for 3 points of damage for every attack we do. So we're not going to do much here. We're going to play this dodge and roll. We're going to play this defend. And now, because of our footwork, we still got a lot of defense just from those two cards. Neutralize we're going to keep for next turn, but we're also going to play this caltrops here. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just we're going to keep this for next turn, and we'll keep the strike for next turn as well. So he's going to take 6 points of damage when he attacks us due to our caltrops, and then he also took the poison damage. Notice that poison damage is up to 9 already. So let's go ahead and neutralize here, and then let's play this one survivor. We'll get rid of a defend card. So already I've got enough defense to handle him, so then we'll just strike here. Okay. And we'll keep the strike just in case we don't get any attacks next turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the survivor. We'll get rid of this defend. And then we'll play, well, we're just gonna go ahead and end our turn, and we'll play the strike and this defend. And you can see, you know, the poison just keeps on hurting them. And to be fair, we could just defend for the rest of this match every single turn, and we would win. Let's go ahead and play 2 defensive cards, and then because I've got enough here, I'll do the strike, and we'll stop there. We'll play the neutralize and next turn. Actually, I might hold it back for the turn after. Again, that's what's so nice about well-laid plans. You really can kind of plan out when you're going to play the cards. You know, it's very, very nice. Let's go ahead and we'll do dodge and roll. So this will work well for next turn. And then we'll do our defend. No, sorry, we'll do survivor. And we'll get rid of the defend. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do And we'll keep a neutralize and a strike for next turn. Okay, you can see now he's up to 17 damage per turn due to poison, and it's gaining 2 every single turn. Let's go ahead and neutralize him, and then I already have 7 block due to the dodge and roll. So there we go, I'm now covered for my blocking, which means I can attack him twice. And we'll keep a defense and a strike for next turn. But he's going to take quite a bit more damage due to our caltrops. So this is really kind of cool. He's about to go into his defensive mode. So we're going to go ahead and put him there. And that's really all we need to do. Let's keep the survivor and a strike. So he's dead next turn. It does not matter what he does. He's going to take a lot of poison damage. But let's just go ahead and kill him with a... Let's kill him with a poison, because why not? And we'll keep this strike and this. Alright, so I don't know if we took any damage or not. I don't think we did. You can see here kind of playing that defensive style, letting the poison and the caltrops do all the work for you is a really viable strategy and really effective. Okay, so Phantasmal Killer, we don't have a lot of attacks, so that's not great for us. Die. Again, we just don't have attacks. Wraith Form can be an incredibly good card. And what's nice about Wraith Form is with our well-laid plans, we can kind of play this at a good time, a time that's really going to like save our lives. So this Wraith Form can be like just an insurance policy, just to make sure that if we find ourselves in a situation where we have no defense and we're going to take, 30 points of damage, we can play this Wraith Form and survive. So let's go ahead and take Wraith Form. And then for our relic here, so Wristblade is basically a phenomenal relic if you're going with shivs. We are not going with shivs, so not all that helpful. We want to continue to smith, so and we don't have anything currently that's helping us with upgrading our cards, and most of our cards are not upgraded. So let's go ahead and do this empty cage, and we know what we're going to remove, right? We're going to remove these worthless strike cards because they are not helpful. So that is a run for this character from the first floor through the Act 1 boss with a focus on poison and again, that kind of defensive style of play. This is the third time that I've done this. I think I might move on now to the third character, which is the defect, the blue character, and do the same thing. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Have a great day.